Introducing Charcuterie Creation, a Cincinnati-based, female-owned small business that's redefining your dining experience. Imagine treating your guests to an exquisite culinary journey. From mouth-watering food boards to delightful lunch and brunch boxes, we specialize in crafting unique, delicious creations that cater to your taste. Join us for our monthly scheduled charcuterie design workshops, where you'll learn the art of creating stunning boards that leave a lasting impression. And if you're planning a private party or workshop, let Charcuterie Creations be your partner in making it extraordinary. Follow us on social media so you can check out our delectable offerings and join our journey of taste and elegance. Charcuterie Creation, currently serving the greater Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, and southeastern Indiana areas. For scheduling and more information, head to www.charcuteriecreationsllc.com or give us a call at 513-445-2712. Charcuterie Creation. Every creation is a masterpiece.
Let's them on the rain, no stress. Then it's alive and living Scott. Mr. Lion T. Paul coming at you. Hey, yo, you chilling with the vibes of DOC. Yeah, man, it's a documentary. You know how we do that. Yeah.
Definitely good to see you. You have an incredible single that's burning up the charts right now. We had that in rotation for, I think, about a month so right now. Then I just saw a remix with a couple of other people that dropped too, man. You're doing some phenomenal things, my brother.
Yes, my G. So, you know, we are here. We've been the artists. We've been producing. And this summer we came with a joint named Summer Hot, which is basically dedicated to the ladies who got the hot bodies. So you could have the summer hot body in winter or fall. I still appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Always. Hey, year round, huh, brother?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we remixed it with Busta and Skillibeng. Now, I thought the rhythm was kind of reminiscent of old school and new school, you know what I mean? In terms of it got some edges to the roots. Absolutely. So, yeah, I just decided that I wanted to bridge the gap, me being somebody who was popular in the 2000s, and then the more old artists that came before me in terms of more experience, older school music, Busta Rhymes, and then hit off with the junior, you know, Skillibeng. So, yeah, it's a vibe right now. Jamaica been warming up with the song. So the song called Summer Hot Boys for the Summer Hot Bodies, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Heating up the fall, heating up the winter for us at the same time, brother. So that's
like a stove, like an oven.
Let's get it. Straight heat. Now, I love it. Busta Rhymes, one of my favorite artists. You one of my favorite artists as well. Y'all had bangers out, and I think it was like maybe 02, 03 at the same time, with You Just Give Me the Light, and him with
Make It Clap.
Make It Clap, yes, sir. And then getting on the remix with that one as well. So was this like a full circle moment for the two of y'all getting back together?
Yeah, for sure. We was on tour back then, Rock the Mic tour, which was the biggest urban or hip-hop tour that had happened in the States since the early 90s. So It was a big event for us. And many shows after that. But literally about 10 years, we ain't really kind of bucked paths in terms of musically or on the road, actually. So when we did in Cayman earlier in the summer, he was like, yo, bro, I ain't seen you perform in a minute. And let's get back in the studio. And I told him I had the perfect song. I sent it to him and he was like, yo, bomb. So when I was on tour in Europe in the early part of the summer is when he gave me the remix. But I held on to it to, you know, to kind of drop it later on. And so, vibes, you know what I mean? Vibes. So, big up Busta and the whole camp, big up Split Star. And, we just love the support, man. Everything that he has done in his career has made a Jamaican kid like me very proud because he got Jamaican roots. But also when he does work like this, where he reaches out to the dancehall and actually goes on our tracks, it's an awesome thing. You know?
Yes. The crossover is amazing. One of the great things that I've heard about both of you guys is the energy that you have when you do the live performances. And I know that's been a tone to just having Jamaican roots. Like y'all are just performers by nature. Like the energy is always high, and I love that, man. I love that about both of y'all.
Salute, man. Thank you, man.
So it's good to get both of y'all on the track there. Now, talk to me about, speaking of the home country. What's the temperature like in Jamaica? What's the state of the land when you go home?
Oh man, it's been a hot summer, a really hot summer. So You know, I don't know if you saw, but about a few days ago, I was in this very room in my studio, and I was doing an interview, and an earthquake hit, and I was like, "Pew!" Yeah, it's a different feel.
Yeah.
A lot of people was like, "Oh shit, we're having an earthquake."
Oh my God, what?
Yeah, we just here doing the thing, bro. The weather gets cooler in the Christmas time, and that's when all the parties start. So it's still hot.
There we go.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. You know, this year I released a couple singles in dancehall, one being this one, Summer Hot, and the other one being a song called Bedroom Tactics, which is on our next big rhythm down here. But other than that, I've been working with all these reggaeton cats, so big up to people like Danny Ocean and people like Karol G. Yeah,
Karol G.
Song earlier this year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and Fade was also something earlier this year, and now I got a song with Manuel out there. But I just kind of reaching out to different aspects of music, different genres. So I did the remix also for Davido with me and Ding Dong from Dancehall World, and that's the next one heating up. So for everybody who is here listening right now, dancehall music is the root of all these type of music, and I've just been kind of working with the cats who are blazing a trail and making crazy music right now. And it feels good to be able to kind of be from the past then and still be relevant now here in the future. So I appreciate all the work and everybody who've been showing me love, you know what I mean?
Right, and it's phenomenal that you say that, because one of my next questions was going to be how you're taking into this new era. I want to say that I believe the same thing that you, dancehall is not dead. It's never been dead. It's never going to be on the way to dying, but it's always going to constantly evolve, right? Just like music tends to do. So how do you feel about this new evolution with it? Like you said, you're very excited to work with new artists, but where do you see it going, the genre going from here?
Yeah, I mean, there's always a point in time where each genre or each space with music is gonna like try to find itself for that generation, and I think that's what is happening now. I mean, you see me working with Skillibeng. I did a few collabs about a few years ago. We did an album. It's called Live and Living. And so it's me, Skillibeng, it's people like Intense, it's people like Squash. And, it's all new names to a lot of people that might be just logging on to dancehall. But I was proud to be able to work with so much greats of the younger generation, and that should be an indication for anybody to see that I support, and I'm loving what's going on. Where do I see it going? Time will tell. You see a lot of songs breaking off here and there, but what I keep telling these younger artists is that, melodies is something very important in the hooks that you need to pay attention to. So Byron Messiah is having a lot of success right now with a song, but it's the melodies that's dragging it. That's really pushing it, I should say. So for me, and that's in my expert opinion, telling younger cats, so where I see it going is following the path of greatness. If you check out what's been being added and what's been being good, it's a lot of songs about feeling good, and also just the songs that put you in a good mood, melody wise. So yeah, big things for Jamaican music, man. I mean, there's so much people in the game now. A lot of people coming here to do remixes. Right now, Tyler is here doing studio time. So it's always a mecca for when people want to find their album, or when people just want to work with the root of this music, which, as I said, is reggae dancehall. So yeah, big up to everybody coming through. And I think that we have a strong history, and we got a strong future as well, man.
Absolutely, I love it. I'm glad that you said that, because that's definitely something that the younger artists, the young listeners, the newer listeners to dancehall need to be a part of, and understand that this thing has been around since before I was even thought of. I was a twinkling eye, and you have been literally keeping the world moving on this beat of this drum that's just been incredible since the beginning. So I'm excited for the future of dancehall, because I think, honestly, Sean, if I'm being honest with you, music as a whole has been, like you said, stuck in a rut, and it's been the same exact thing that we've been getting over and over. And I've been waiting patiently for us to get back to dancing, to feeling good, to enjoying the backs off the ball, and we in the club. You know what I'm saying? Like just dirty wine all over the place. You feel me?
Ladies kick off their shoes. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's many crazy things happening in the world. And, you know, when Give Me the Light broke, which was a very danceable track also, there was some crazy things going on in the world. There was people bombing buildings and that kind of stuff. So, you know, with all the wars and with all the crazy inflation and everything that's bogging us down and the violence and all that, we do need a space in time where it's just like, yo, I take this 5 hours in this club and forget all that. And that's what mainly my music has been for people. You know, to get into the gym and just get zoned in that respect. So big up to everybody who's been loving the music and feeling the vibe for that. It's a necessary thing. It's not, to me, a lot of people might look at it as escapism, but I don't like big words and I just like the vibes, you know what I mean? So I don't care what you want to call it. We need a balance, and that's why it's there.
Absolutely. Balance in world and life is so necessary. We appreciate both sides of it, because if we wouldn't know joy if it wasn't for rain, and vice versa. For sure. Yeah. Now, talk to me about the Sean Paul Foundation and what you guys have going on with that.
Yeah, you know, when you live in a country like Jamaica, you're constantly looking towards giving thanks for what you have, and also, you know, putting back to the society. There's so much people out here that don't have enough. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck, day to day. So when the pandemic had hit and people couldn't get to go to work, it was a real dire situation. So I decided to help people out with food supplies and cleaning supplies. We gave over 300 families supplies that would last them for at least 2 months. So during that time that was being done, we also got out iPads to kids that we pinpointed were the responsible one in each, you know, school and class, and got them iPads so they could learn. But, you know, ever since I've been doing things in the communities, like, you know, especially for hospitals, Children's Hospital, I've donated quite a few times to. And then, you know, we have a hospital that I donated some dialysis machines too. So I'm looking forward to doing more work in all of those sectors that I spoke about. You know, there's time to focus on music and family, and then charity for me. So, you know, I'm soon getting back around to another project. I would say probably later, like, you know, just before Christmas and early in the new year is always something that people need help with. So, yeah, we're looking forward to helping out in every way we can, you know, for those who have been given much is expected. And honestly, I have to give thanks, you know what I mean? And I have to try to give back. So, yeah, that's the way I try to impact in this society. I try to impact in the music by producing. And reason being is, yo, these people in Jamaica here, they made, you know what I mean? I grew up here. I represented Jamaica for water polo and swimming when I was a kid, and went to several Caribbean events. And I've always been patriotic since that, you know, Central America as well. And I've been a patriotic person. And so I would never turn my back after receiving so much international acclaim and success on the people that here that helped to build me that need my help now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's big of you to say, because a lot of people would just take from the industry or take from the people and wouldn't even turn and look back at it at all. They just take it and run.
And you know, that's one route to success, but it's not a longevity. It's not something that lasts long in terms of when you don't look behind you, or when you throw a stone behind you and you don't look. You know, you're hitting people that it may come back to you straight, like your family and these type of things. So and also just for the longevity of your future. So I like to think of myself as not a man of the moment, but a monument man. You know what I mean? For sure.
Okay, Sean Paul, let's go.
You see?
That's what I'm talking. I like that. I like that energy, sir, for sure.
Yeah, bro.
Indeed. So we've got giving back. We've got thanks that are being given. We've got incredible music that's coming out. We've got Sean Paul Foundation giving back to the community. It seems like you're in a good space in life. Is that correct?
Yeah, I can't complain, man. I cannot complain, bro. You know, the fans have been good. God been good to me. The fans been good to me, and music in general has fulfilled my life in many ways. So, I'm just here to try to continue that trend and give back in the ways that I've been saying. You know, every day above ground is a blessed day, man, and that's how I try to look on the positive side of things. So, we give thanks.
For sure. Now, usually when people are in the best part or a good place in life or a bad place in life, usually on the opposite sides of the spectrum, that's when we get a project. So can we expect some work coming from Sean Paul?
Yeah, man, I mean, there's definitely hunger still here within me. I mean, that's why I'm doing all of these step outs and also my own production and stuff here in Jamaica as well with other producers. You know, I'm just trying to make use of my platform and my time in life. That's when people always say to me, yo, you going hard. I'm like, I'm just trying to make use of my time, bro. I mean, you know, I've been blessed with be doing something that I love. And so I don't see the reason for sitting on a couch right now at this time. It's like, work's work. I was working till 3:30 last night. A song hit me and I'm like, yeah, a feel-good song, by the way, a danceable song. So I started working on that. I'm voicing it today. I was voicing it right before we had this interview. And so I'm going to get back to doing that. And, bro, that's all I'm trying to encourage people to do is to be useful and to make use of your time.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Dropping gems today, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't think we were going to church, but you ended up in it with Sean Paul and the DOC over here giving life lessons. You hear what I'm talking about? Started off with music, ended up with life. You hear me? But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it's the DOC for Choice FM. We got award-winning, world-renowned, world music, dancehall, king of the dancehall. They're just doing the damn thing. Sean Paul up here blessing us with a couple of words for us while you're a very busy man. You see him right now in the studio doing the damn thing. But what can the people look forward to, Sean? What we got coming up next for them?
Well, I got a tour in Canada coming up, so anybody tuning in who's in Canada, you know what I mean, the whole of Vancouver side, and it's about 5 shows, so a couple of areas on that, and a couple of towns over that side. I think that was the West Coast, so yeah. After that, I'm looking forward to come to the States to, you know, just hit some radio stations up in the early, and also a couple little tours and promo events. So just look out for me. I mean, I'm in the tri-state area in early December. Yeah.
Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. That's one of my areas. You know, I'm coming from Ohio down here in North Carolina now, but okay, this is good. It's always good vibes when Sean Paul comes to town, ladies and gentlemen. Where can they hit you up to find the good info from you, Sean?
Yo, my social media is at Dutty Paul. So that's DUTTYPAUL. Go check me out on Instagram. Sean Paul on TikTok. My Facebook page is Sean Paul Facebook. I think fan page. Yeah, let's check me out, man. You know what I mean?
You already know. Yes, indeed. It's the one and only big homie DOC Choice FM. Sean Paul, we appreciate you for blessing us with your time, my friend. I know you're a busy man. You got things to do. Sean, say peace to the people.
Salute. Bring the young girls come to party. Choice FM. Love it.